really nice colour. So I was thinking about, that's what I was thinking about our Raptor, the F-150, whether we do it in this colour, and then someone said to me about more of the khaki one. So yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
So the main differences between the Ranger Raptor and the Wildtrak, interior-wise, is the stitching different colour. You've got the Ford Performance blue stitch. You've got a slightly different steering wheel, which has got the Raptor emblem in there. You've actually got paddle shift on the Raptor. I think they're metal as well, yeah. So there you've got the metal paddle shift. Completely different seat actually. So you've got a different shape to the seat. So you've got more bolster. Quite a nicer shape in the seat. So yeah, I think if you was going to own one of these Ranger Raptors, you would probably pretty much leave the seats as they are. But as you know, with the Wildtrak, we put the Recaro in, which I think is a lot nicer, is one step further than what you'd get with this. So I think by choosing one of our Wildtraks, you're definitely not missing out interior wise. There's not many changes to this. And as you know, unfortunately these Raptors, they're not that qualifying through the business because they don't hold over a tonne, so the payload's less than a tonne, so you lose the right to claim your VAT back and run it through as you would any other pickup truck. So it's a bit of a shame really, but yeah, they're nice, they're really nice, can't argue that. Got all the tricked up suspension on them, so I'm sure they're really capable off-road, fast off-road. And yeah, I'd like to actually try one out because after driving the F-150 Raptor and doing a little bit of taking that off-road, and they do perform really, really well. You can't knock them for that. It's a shame about the VAT qualification.
Okay, from the bottom of the tailgate. So it's nice and level.
Yeah, do it from the bottom of the tailgate.
Come and have a look. No, as long as it's right. Right, 17 and a half inches. Oh look, it's exactly the same.
I know, there's a little bit of that millimetre.
There ain't a bit in there. Yeah.
Who works in f***ing inches anyway?
I don't. I'm old, right? I work in both anyway.
Right, so it is a mil out.
It ain't a mil out.
It is a mil out. I can see that from a mile off. That's 3 mil out.
That is not 3 mil out.
3 mil out. Yeah.
No way of 3 mil out. It's only a temporary anyway. It's
Temporary now, it's
Who's got
temporary.
glasses?
It's only temporary. I only just put that on there just for the sake of it. Tough, mate. I've got f***ing eagle eyes.
You're like a UK version of Richard Rawlings.
I'll take that.
Strutting into work.
I can take that. Richard Rawlings.
You changed it from...
It's like, pass me my beer.
Comes in, says it's wrong, walks on.
Are you having a laugh? Are you having a laugh or not? Right, anyway, I'll show you how the RollTrac shutter works. You got a button on both sides, so whatever side you come up to the truck, you've got a little pad there, same little pad there, just literally one touch, and it'll go all the way back. if you wanted to stop it, you can push the button again, stop it wherever you want. One touch and it will close. Yeah, it's just a nice product. This actually is designed to take quite a lot of weight as well. Check out the website, EGR RollTrac, it will tell you all the details. I don't know all the specs completely, but I do know that you could most people could probably stand on it. It's fully waterproof. A lot of the roller shutters we've fitted in the past are, they're 90% waterproof, but they do let some water in. These have actually been designed to be fully waterproof, so it's the first, really one of the first roller shutters on the market that I would say, yeah, fully waterproof, electric. It's not cheap, but I think it's worth it. So yeah, check it out. It's on our configurator. I think from the new year it'll be on the configurator. So if you spec your vehicle, yeah, it will come. That'll be an option. Recently we bought a Raptor because I wanted one for myself, and it sold within I think about 2 weeks. So I wrapped it, put the wheels on it, a few other little tweaks, and put it up for sale. I always put everything up for sale because it's got to go on the website. One, it brings traffic to the website. If people see something different, then obviously that's another avenue that people might be searching for. They might not be searching for a Ranger, but if they're searching for something else, it brings them to the website. So yeah, so I advertised it, and within about, I'd say about 3 days of advertising it, someone called up and said, oh, I want to buy it, so it went anyway. So since then I've had it in my head that I need to buy another one. So that week, well that day before the truck went out, I searched the web, rung everyone I know in the industry, said, have you got a Raptor? And it turns out I ended up with 3 that week. So I've got another black one for myself, which is great. I'm going to keep that one. It's 20 plate, 3,000 miles, perfect, new model. And then this one came up, which is in the Velocity Blue, which is pretty epic. So it arrived yesterday, and straight away we put the new wheels on it. I had them waiting. I wasn't 100% sure on the finish. I thought black, always black, but they works quite well with blue. The one important thing that I've done is, I don't know if you remember on the last one I said about there being a lot of road noise, and I've changed the tyres. These tyres are about 3 times the price. They're from America. They're the Nitco Ridge Grappler, and apparently they are completely silent. They're a nice tread, nice sort of all-terrain tread. So we're going to go out now, take the truck for a little drive up the road, and just to see what they're like, so we can report back. But I think they're going to be a lot better, and then obviously now we'll go with that tyre in future. So yeah, we're inside the new Raptor. This is a brand new 70 plate. It's actually a export model, so it's slightly different to my one. My one's a US model import. When the US model comes into the country, you have to change a few things on the lighting and to get it through an IVA test. But this one just goes straight through. It's got a nice spec actually. It's got all the carbon inside, so it's got carbon here. This is all real carbon as well. Carbon inlays. It's got Alcantara in the seat sensors. Yeah, it's just a nice spec. So we're going to drive it now, so we'll see what it's all about with the new tyres. Right, let's go try this thing out then. Nice with the carbon. Really like that. It's no surprise, but we've got 0 miles on the fuel. That's the story of my life. Love the sound of these. Even literally just that, the tyres sound better, don't they?
Yeah.
You can't really hear them. Those Cooper STT Pros, they look really good, but they were very, very noisy. Like, that was the thing, I literally sounded like I was about to take off down the runway. We'll do a proper drive in a minute, get this fuel, and then
You gonna go to the stops?
Huh?
Are you filling it up?
no, this is not my truck.
All right.
I'm not that nice to our technical customers. I'll give it like 40. I'm not giving away 150 quid worth of fuel. No chance. I think actually if you fill that up, normally if I fill it all up, which costs me 120 roughly at 111, that'd be about £111. That lasts me no longer than a week.
Wow.
It's ridiculous. But it's fun. It sounds good. It's big.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm actually starting to think I should have kept this truck for myself.
It is
I was
nice.
thinking, oh, I don't know about the blue, but then like it's actually really nice, and the carbon.
That's like one of the nicest pieces, the shifter.
Look at that.
Is that like an inlay?
Yeah, it's like silver actually in the carbon. I really like that. So I suppose we better try and get up to 60, 70 miles per hour really.
Yeah.
With these tyres and see what they're like. If you remember, when I took the race car to Brands Hatch, I was talking about the tyres and they were so noisy on the motorway. I literally had to have the music on. There's the field where we got in trouble. Very quiet. You probably hear it in the video as well. I think in the last video you can actually hear the tyres and the road noise. And people don't realise, I don't think realise the amount of time and effort you put into finding the perfect tyre for a vehicle. Because when we first did the Rangers, we went through probably 4 or 5 different tyres. You know, loads of trucks online on Auto Trade, all different brands doing it, all using different tyres. Most of them we've tried, and I know that they either don't perform well, they're too slippery, the trucks will spin everywhere. Because most of the time in these trucks, you're driving them in rear-wheel drive. Same with the Rangers, because they're much more efficient in 2-wheel drive. But then obviously you do forfeit a bit of grip, and in rear-wheel drive they slide about quite a lot. And those Cooper STT Pros were really bad. I ended up driving that last Raptor in 4-wheel drive all the time. When it was wet, you know, if it was wet or slippery. In the dry it's absolutely fine. But so these, hopefully we'll do a bit more testing with these and they'll have some more, they'll be much grippier. But so far they feel really good.
So customer just pulled up with this.
No, they come down with 2 inch left anyway.
And I mean, this is big, but damn. like zombie apocalypse truck. It's got a nice rumble to it. Big beast.